They thought the little alien cubs were harmless. They weren't. The day the human soldier heard their guardian say, "Stay close," everything changed. Because the cubs didn't hide, they lined up behind her. Not like children, but like trained soldiers. And when the enemy arrived, the galaxy learned the truth. No one touches what a death world mother loves. Not even the gods. Story. The human outpost on Vithora 9 was not supposed to be dangerous. A quiet research settlement. A few dozen scientists. One human security officer. Sergeant Daniel Reed. He had handled pirate scouts, wandering beasts, even malfunctioning drones. But he had never handled her. Kyra of the Threxian clans. A towering alien woman with obsidian skin patterned in glowing amber streaks. A Deathworld native. A mother of 6 cubs, soft, fox-sized creatures with bright eyes and sharp instincts. Daniel adored them. They adored him back. At least, he thought they adored him. He would soon learn the truth. The trouble began at dawn. The sky cracked open with the roar of engines, unknown ships burning through the clouds. Daniel grabbed his rifle, sprinting to the communication tower. He nearly collided with Kyra at the entrance. Her claws were partially extended. Her tendrils lifted with alarm. "Strangers?" she asked, voice low. "Worse," Daniel said. "Raiders. A full battalion." Her jaw tightened. Behind her, the cubs peeked from the shadows, 6 little round heads, ears twitching, eyes glowing with curiosity. They should have been terrified. They weren't. Daniel knelt, lowering his voice. "You all need to hide. Stay indoors until I come back." Kyra's eyes narrowed. "No," she said firmly. "They stay with me." She looked behind her and spoke one soft command. "Stay close." The cubs obeyed instantly. But Daniel froze. Because they didn't cling to her legs. They didn't scatter in fear. They lined up. Perfectly. 6 cubs. Standing straight. Eyes forward. Tails still. No trembling. No panic. Like trained warriors. Daniel whispered, What are they doing?" Kyra looked at him calmly. "What they were born for." He swallowed hard. "These are children." Kyra tilted her head. "On your world. On mine. Childhood ends when danger comes." The raiders landed moments later, armored and confident, marching toward the settlement with weapons drawn. Daniel moved to stand in front of Kyra, but she gently pushed him aside with one powerful arm. "We protect you," she said. "Kyra, that's not." Too late. The lead raider captain pointed at Kyra and shouted, "Capture the brood mother. Kill the human." The cubs moved before Kyra did. A blur of motion, swift, coordinated, unbelievably disciplined. 2 darted left, 2 right, 2 leapt forward, like a formation drilled into them since birth. Daniel didn't understand what he was seeing. Alien animals? Children? Soldiers? They moved like none of the above. They moved like legends. The raiders fired. But the cubs were too fast, bounding across the battlefield with sharp chirps, claws slicing through armor seams and weapon joints. Kyra charged after them, roaring with a force that made the air vibrate. Her glowing patterns ignited, spreading across her skin like living fire. Daniel raised his rifle, firing beside her. It didn't matter. The cubs were striking with such precision it terrified him. One cub flipped onto a raider's back and tore out the power core. Another bit into a leg joint, bringing a giant to his knees. 2 more used their tails to yank weapons out of hands, throwing them aside. Every move synchronized. Every movement flawless. Daniel stared in disbelief. "What are they?" Kyra answered without looking back. "My heart," she said. "And my claws." The raiders, shocked by the resistance, called for reinforcements. Dropships descended. Dozens more soldiers poured out. Daniel felt fear for the first time. "We can't fight all that." Kyra looked down at her cubs. "Second stance," she commanded. The cubs shifted positions instantly. Daniel realized with horror that they had multiple formations, multiple tactics, multiple levels of lethality. "Kyra, they're children." "They're Threxian," she corrected. "And we protect what we love." The largest raider strode forward, towering even over Kyra. He raised his plasma axe. "Give me the cubs," he growled, "or watch your world burn." Kyra stepped in front of Daniel. The cubs stepped in front of her. 6 tiny defenders facing a giant. The raider laughed. Then Daniel saw their eyes. No fear. No hesitation. Pure devotion. Kyra whispered something in Threxian, soft, loving, almost like a lullaby. The cubs answered with a low, unified growl. The giant swung his axe. 6 cubs leapt as one. Claws and teeth found every weakness in his armor. Sparks flew. Circuits burst. The giant fell to one knee, then collapsed entirely. The field went silent. The remaining raiders stumbled back, terror breaking their formation. "This isn't possible," one shrieked. They're cubs." Kyra lifted her chin. "They are mine. And you threaten my family." She raised her hand. The cubs advanced. The raiders fled. When it was over, the settlement was safe. The cubs returned to Kyra, chirping happily, rubbing against her legs as if nothing had happened. Daniel stared at them, still stunned. Kyra walked toward him, lowering her head slightly. "You protected us," she said softly. "For that, we protect you." Daniel knelt and let one of the cubs climb into his arms. "You're all amazing," he whispered. Kyra watched him with warmth in her eyes. "Stay with us," she said quietly. "The cubs already see you as one of their own." Daniel looked up at her. "I'd be honored." She smiled. "Then stay close." Behind her, the cubs formed a perfect protective formation around him. This time, he didn't step away. He stepped into their circle, and for the first time in his life, he felt like he belonged.